Okay, this is Janae Conrad. I am the Archivist Secretary with the Crytpo Science Society. One thing that got me interested is I really like weird stuff and things that are just can't explain, so that's why I joined. And so far my favorite event and kind of adventure excursion kind of thing has been the sand dunes. I think that was a lot of fun. I didn't see anything. It was just, we were supposed to hot spot for UFOs, and I didn't see anything, which sucked, but I think a couple other people did.
Okay, my name is Savannah. I'm the former treasurer and special ops, I guess, of expeditions. And I got interested in the club because I really like ghost hunting. I've been in some kind of amateur ghost hunting clubs. We didn't really use a lot of like the gadgets. We would just kind of run around in places we heard were haunted. And so I thought it was kind of neat that there was a more official and technical way to research that. And my favorite event was the sand dunes. It was an amazing place. And I like events like that, going out to like magical places in nature, I guess. But I also like going to the really spooky places and exploring those, because I think there's freaky energy. It's fun.
Hi, my name is Jason Cordova. I'm the president and founder of the Crytpo Science Society. And what we're doing here is we're just having a end of the semester, post-finals kind of holiday get-together to unwind and get together and talk about things. Some of the stuff that we've got planned for next semester are some activity meetings on campus. There'll be the second Thursday of every month, and we'll be doing stuff like dowsing training, some investigator training, discussion, like open forum group discussions. We'll invite a couple guest speakers, and we plan to do a skywatch out by Daniels Park towards the end of the semester. And we're probably going to do a follow-up to the Silver Cliff investigation with a little bit more. Now that we know what's going on and what to expect, we can plan it and do a little better this time. Well, Silver Cliff is home to two cemeteries which have been renowned for years as having strange, anomalous, multicolored lights dancing around the gravestones. National Geographic has covered them. They've been featured in a few books, and a lot of local paranormal researchers have done their own research there. And unfortunately, when we went down there, the conditions weren't as conducive to the phenomenon happening there for us, so we didn't really see anything. It was a good time, but we did learn a lot. So this year we're gonna go back without a lot of the press attention, hopefully, and hopefully we'll be able to get something this time with a little bit more background on what it's about and what we can expect. As far as some of the other things that we've done, I think we should go back to campus and check it out there. All right, so here we are in Siggy's Cabaret in the bowels of the Tivoli building, which was the Tivoli building itself was a brewery from the 1800s. The cabaret itself was a kind of a nightclub area, and here we are. We're actually at the bar here. This was actually the site of one of our most successful investigations, as well as an activity that we did in conjunction with the Para-FPI. They are the local ghost hunting group. They're members of the Taps family of Sci-Fi Channel's Ghost Hunters fame, and what they did was a sort of an investigation workshop where we set up equipment, gave public the opportunity to participate in a paranormal investigation, and actually we got some really, really good results. one of the areas down here that's not usually open to the public at all is the catacomb area, which is primarily where they used to store the beer. It had been flooded, and there's been a lot of interesting rough and tumble things that have gone on here. While some equipment was set up and locked away in that catacombs area, one of the video cameras experienced a battery drain during that segment of when the camera battery drained and shut off. There was a series of EVPs where everything from strange moans to music to the sound of a little girl sighing to the sounds of metal banging around in there. And everything was sealed off and closed off, and nobody was allowed in or out. So we knew that nobody was in there messing with the equipment. In addition to that, some of the historical information that we've dug up here in preparing for an event called the Haunted History Tour, which we do every year in conjunction with the History Club and Phi Alpha Theta, the Historians Honor Society. We discovered that there's what appears to be the spirit of a little girl named Molly who roams the halls and other places in the building and on campus. We discovered that Moritz Siggy's daughter, who was Moritz Siggy was the founder of the Tivoli Brewery, and his daughter was named Molly, and she played here often when she was a little girl. So she would have had free reign of the place and would have been a really fun place to be for her, being the brewer's daughter.
I told you. Who cares? We're coming. I told you. Who cares? We're coming.
That Haunted History Tour, we take people all over campus and tell them about the history of the campus itself, as well as the stories of alleged hauntings on campus, as well as evidence that we've collected in our own paranormal investigations to either corroborate or discount it. So far, it seems like most of the haunting cases, there is something to it. Another part of the history tour we feature is the 9th Street Park, which is a series of historic landmark buildings on the other end of campus. They're offices now. They used to be houses. And there's lots of stories of some of the former residents still hanging out there. One of the ones I like is the apparition of Dr. Smedley, who was a dentist who liked to set up his chair in the second floor front room and watch things going on in the street. People today still see his silhouette in that front room and hear creaking around upstairs when nobody's supposed to be there. And everything from basic people being tugged at, to hearing things going on in those houses, to full body apparitions like that. Another site on campus is St. Elizabeth's Catholic Church. It's the only still functioning Catholic church on campus, and it was the scene of a grisly murder of a priest in the 20s, and there's been a lot of activity reported there as well. The events that we've had this semester, we've had a couple guest speaker workshop, very successful. One of them was Rainbow Eagle, who's Okla Choctaw wisdom keeper, who's traveling around teaching people about their ways, their knowledge about spirituality, stories of the star people, Bigfoot, and Skinwalker phenomenon. We've also brought the Sci-Fi Channel Ghost Hunters, Jason and Grant, to campus in October. They filled the turn hall and packed it with more than 300 people, and we really got to meet them and talk to them and learn a lot from them. And we're pretty excited to hopefully continue working with them in the future. And I think that over the last year and a half, the Crypto Science Society has grown tremendously. I'm really excited to see how far it's come from me posting up flyers around campus just to see if anybody would be interested, to now having 20 some active members and 100 plus on the mailing contact list. So we've really come a long way, and I'm really excited about it. I'm really happy to be working with Phenomenon TV, and I'm glad and excited to be able to work with Phenomenon TV again in the future. For more information about the Crypto Science Society, you can visit our website at www.mscd.edu/crypto, CRYPTO.